Good day, midday, and happy Thursday. Good morning, boys and girls. So here we go, starting off with our birthdays. Happy birthday today to Damien Vasquez in our second grade, Mahak Islam in our first grade, and Amos Akana Narendran in our kindergarten. So happy birthday to all of you. And boys and girls, we have a super cool thing going on with our jokes. So Ms. Hoskin has been working with me, taking all the jokes that don't have illustrations and getting them illustrated. So pretty soon we're going to have all of those to share. But for today, we have a number of jokes to share with you. All right, here we go. Why did the student eat his homework? And this is coming to us from Emma George. And there's our clue. Why did the student eat his homework? Because the teacher said it was a piece of cake. All right. Thank you, Emma. And this one is actually an illustration of a joke that we told already. So what do you call a box that likes music? And Howie Voltman illustrated it for us. Go, Howie. It's a beatbox, of course. And then I have a few more to share. This one was dropped off to me today. So I really want to say thank you to AJ. What kind of music does a boulder like? A boulder. What is a boulder? Here's the illustration. What is a boulder? It's a huge stone. They love rock and roll, of course. Get it? Rock and roll. Boulders love rock and roll. All right. And this one is coming from Olivia in our first grade. What do you call a pile of kittens? This is so cool. So Olivia Rembies sent this in. Check this out. Look at this illustration. Look at that. So well done, Olivia. So you see it's a big lump, and if you look closely, the lump is of cat. I love that she's drawn it to scale also. It's called a meowton. Get it? Meow and a mountain together? Meowton. Well done, Olivia. So boys and girls, we need more jokes. Our book is getting bigger, but we still need more. And now that we have Miss Hoskin on board, maybe it'll grow even more quickly. So get those jokes in because they make people happy. When you laugh, it makes you feel good inside, and that's good for all of us right now. Okay, and we have many more for tomorrow. And don't worry, if you haven't seen your joke yet, it's coming. But I will say, I got a joke about a pirate, and I don't know who it came from. So if you're that person, please send me an email because I want to say your name when I present it. Okay, and now I'd like to move on a little bit to inventions, and specifically in science. So we started talking yesterday about our science fair, and we saw some experiments already. So some you can actually do an experiment in one day, and that's great. You think about what might happen if I do this. You come up with an answer. You think this might happen. That's called your hypothesis. I think this will happen. Then you do whatever it is and see if you were right. Okay. Well, there's other ways to be scientific also. So Vincent Rakovich is in our fourth grade. So he's been getting smart at home with science, kind of through agriculture, which is growing crops. So what Vincent did, take a look at this is the end of a celery stalk. And he put it in a little dish with water. He said, well, what will happen? Well, wouldn't you know, take a look at Vin. Here he is. Go Vin. It began to grow. Look at that. And so he said, well, I wonder if that would happen with an onion. So he took the end of an onion and he put it in water, just like he did with the celery, and look what happened. It started to grow roots. So now he's thinking, what other things could I do this? What other vegetables could I grow? That's a great question. And that's what science is. It's having a question and investigating. Maybe you can do some investigation at home. I have another one to present to you tomorrow. I believe that Rachel Andrioli is working on some science because we are going to have our science fair, boys and girls. Now, let's have a little update on our Name That Place. So somebody got back to me and said, is it Haiti? Yes. Haiti was what we were asking about. Now we have a new place. And what we learned about this place is that it's warm, but it's a state in the U.S. And it's a place where you might wear shorts. Now, again, Rachel got it already, but we have some more clues to give you today. So here's another clue on that mystery place. So this one is pretty advanced. It talks about where the state lies on lines of longitude and latitude. So you would need a globe for this. So I am going to actually go to the next clue. Again, this is coming from Dylan Loftus. The mystery place is a peninsula. Now, a peninsula is a little bit different than an island. Boys and girls, an island might look like this pin. So it's surrounded by water. But a peninsula looks more like this globe with the attachment. So imagine that it's attached to a bigger body. So it's not, so the globe is not surrounded on all sides because it's attached somehow. So that's what a peninsula is like. It's surrounded it's surrounded mostly by water, but not on all sides. So this state is a peninsula, and it's warm. You wear shorts most of the time. Okay, now, yesterday we were also working on our gaming. And so did anybody try the dice game? Well, one of my other favorites is cards. And I think Miss Sklar is going to get me a cool game too. So there are lots of ways to play cards. I have an imaginary friend here. And so what happens in this game, if you can see, is that we both flip at the same time. Now let's just pretend that's at the same time. So now with the picture cards like Queen, Jack, King, you can make them all 10, or you can change the values if you want to make it exciting. But here, you can either do multiplication, you can do subtraction if you wanted, or addition. Subtraction gets a little bit complicated, I will say, but anyhow, with subtraction, you would just take the smallest number from the largest number. So I'll show you here, if I did addition, if we were playing addition, the first one to say 16, I'm going to use the queen as a 10 and the 6 as a 6, would be the winner, and they would get to have these two cards. So I'm going to pretend my imaginary friend was first. The other way we could do this is we could do multiplication. So the answer would be 60. Let's say that I won, so I would get those cards. And the person that have the most cards at the end of the game wins. Now, if we wanted to play this with subtraction, we would say 10 minus 6. The answer would be 4. And if we got the same number, so if it was a 3 and a 3, the answer would be 0. So you see how that goes. Let's try another one. Okay, the first one up, look at that, another queen. A queen and a 9. So if it was addition, 19. If it was multiplication, 90. If it was subtraction, 1. 10 minus 9, because I said the queen was a 10. But I don't have to make the queen a 10. I can make it another number. But cards are a great way to get smart and have fun at home. And I love these cards because, look, they're super happy. They have emojis on them. You know how I love those. All right. Now, we were working yesterday with word work. Remember? Okay, and the word was omnivore. That's how we started. And I said, what does omni mean? So omni means like all, everything. So if I said somebody is omnipresent, it means that they're all over the place. They're everywhere. Can you think of another word with omni? I didn't get any words with omni today. Let's see if somebody come up with another word with omni. O-M-N-I. Omni. Email me because I'd love to hear from you. And finally, I'm going back to Vincent today for our mighty kind moment of the day. So let's get our drum roll. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So I'm going to show you what he drew. And boys and girls, a message can be either something that's written, something that's said, or it's maybe art that we see. So I want to show you his drawing and tell you what it is. It's just wonderful, Vincent. So this, boys and girls, is a road. And you see that the road is a little bit dark. Over here are the trees and things. And he put a little fence along the road. And then look at the end. It's a rainbow. And so what he is saying in this picture is there's a rainbow at the end of every cloud, or there's a light at the end of every tunnel. And so you just have to keep going and look at that rainbow. Keep your eyes on the good things. So, boys and girls, I have something hanging in my house. I thought I had one here in my office. I was going to show you, but it's not here. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. It says, keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see the clouds. So always be thinking on the positive side. Look for that rainbow. And speaking of rainbows, have you looked around to see if you can count them? This is an excellent picture to show us how we can, again, through the way that we act and feel, spread kindness. When you are thinking positive thoughts and are happy, it automatically makes others feel happier. So thank you, Vincent. And of course, boys and girls, I know you can do it. I know you can think about those rainbows and stay positive at home, because we miss you and we're going to see you soon. But I know you can do it because you're a mighty mind and you're a mighty kind mighty mind. And every day, boys and girls, is a great day to get smart and be kind to both each other and the earth. In your McVeigh merch, let's have a wonderful day.